Hello, everyone. How are you all doing?
Hi.
Welcome to Aderonke live show. I have with me my amazing. Yeah, allow me to use that word, my amazing. Don't worry, Gbenga is still available. It's only it's off the hook, so I am. The entrance are still open. It's not yet closed. Join with me, my dearest, my amazing young gentlemen. These guys are doing awesome things. Somebody shared, my stylist saw their pictures and their works and was like, seriously, these guys are doing this? And I tell you that it's amazing to know that it's been their joy and their works, nothing else, just them. And of course, it's been many years. It's not a story of a day, it's a story of many years. Very enterprising, adventurous, daring. That's the word, daring. When all of us are running for scholar jobs, 5 to 8 p.m. job and all that, this guy took the bulls by the horn, went their ways, and today it's all joy all the way. Welcome with me, my dearest brothers, friends, colleagues. They are senior colleagues. They are making more money than I am. So Gbenga Ayo-Dada, CEO of Gbenga Artsmith, and my darling Oluwatobi Ogundele, ED Owanbe Community. But me, I prefer calling him Ceomania Alasooke. Please welcome to the show. You guys, welcome to the show. My name is Aderonke Oni, and thank you everyone for coming online, joining us. Please put a comment so that we know you guys are here. I can see Dr. Ajayi. Thank you, Ebenezer, all the way from Argentina. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming online. Please, guys, put a comment. We can see you. Thank you, Gbenga. Thank you, Toby. How are you guys? How have you guys been?
Good. And you?
Fantastic. I'm repping your brand. I had to do this, you know.
Thanks for going all the way out.
Did you know when I got this? Can you remember?
I think that should be 2 years ago. I think that should be 2 years ago.
No, you had your sales. No, was it not early this year? No, last year, late last year. You had your sales. Yes. I did. It was sales that bought it, though. It wasn't anything. So people should not go and look at the people and think put it on sales. So I'm repping the two brands. I'm repping Gbenga Artsmith brand with my necklace, and I'm repping the Ceomania Alasooke with my outfit. I have a full Alasooke on, yes, with the gele to show you what together. So it's for real. It's not all pictures. This is real life. These guys are doing it, and we are really proud of them. And it's a joy to know that we are also alumni of University of Aderonke. For those that don't know,
yeah.
So you massive good university. Okay, they were Ekiti University. I was at University of Aderonke, but all joined. We are together in this business. All joined.
No.
Thank you. But what did you say, Toby?
We're also University of Aderonke.
I got the University of Aderonke.
Yes.
Let's allow you take more out of that glory. Let's allow you.
So people can put a respect on our status as students.
I agree. But it's really awesome. It's awesome to know that we are doing this, and we thank God for grace. We thank God for the opportunity and for life. We appreciate Him for giving us this platform. So thank you. So let's start with Gbenga. Gbenga, how was the journey for you? Philosophy to jewelry making, and you do a whole lot of other things. You write, you put up, you do your creatives yourself. You do almost everything, yourself.
Yeah.
So how did that for you? Did you like jewelry from childhood? Did you like seeing this beautiful, things on women and all that? How did you start for you?
At all. Because looking at it, my mom doesn't wear jewelry, although it's not from when I was small that she wasn't a jewelry wearer. It was, I think, let me see, 2001 thereabout, when we joined a particular denomination. That's when she stopped wearing jewelry. There's no need to mention the name of the denomination. So even as a growing child, I never saw her wear heavy jewelry. She wasn't a fan of jewelry. She was a nurse. And it's not like some of the nurses we have today that, they wear a lot of flamboyant pieces, which are not things that are not professional. But she was very modest. in our love for jewelry. You know, simple, very thin chain with a very small pendant, stud earrings. I never saw my mom wear dangling earrings. My sisters, funny enough, they are not big fans of jewelry. In fact, the few jewelry pieces that they have at the moment is because of me, if you get what I mean. So she wasn't influenced by any of the women in my life. It wasn't influenced by any of them. I would just say it happened by divine providence. Do you understand? Always been artistic. I've always loved making things with my hands. You know, growing up, I loved cooking. I loved doing a lot of other things. But somehow I tried my hands at jewelry making and it stuck. I saw that I enjoyed it. I saw that I was relentless with it. You know, I wasn't faced by any challenge that came my way, unlike the other endeavors that I've found myself in. That, you know, any little challenge would just frustrate me and I will want to drop it. But this time around, I saw myself going on and on. I mean, if I share with you some of the challenges I've been through, you wonder why I still stuck with it. I mean, things that could have made me decide to go for a white collar job or anything, but I stuck with it. So, you know, the journey has been good. I can go on and on, but let's just leave it
Fantastic,
at it.
fantastic. Before I go to Toby, share with us. So, what made you jewelry? What made this talk to you? What was it like? Okay, this is it. Why did you now stop it on it? What was that connection for you?
Mm, you know, it's just like fish.
Sure, the call came in for you. Okay, let's go to Toby while we wait for Gbenga. I'm sure maybe a call came through for him. That's why he's frozen. So yeah, let's
Sorry.
have Toby. Okay, Gbenga is
Yeah,
back. Sorry.
yeah. So I just found myself enjoying it, and then I saw that my natural talent found more expressions with jewelry. You know, with jewelry, it just came, everything was just seamless. Everything just came to me easily. The creative ideas, both for design and for business, just came naturally. Do you understand? When I think I'm stuck, you know, an innovative idea will just come up and it will work. And that's what happens when you are in your own lane. Do you understand? There's no traffic. There's nothing that will hold you. There's nothing that will stop you from forging ahead. You always find a way. You always find you always look for a way and then find that way.
True. Thank you, Gbenga. Okay, Toby just went up. I'm sure he will reconnect back. Maybe it's network from his own end. Okay, I like the fact that you said if you just connect with it, there might be, you might get stuck, but there's always going to be a clarity. You always find
Yeah.
a creative way out of it because it has just stayed glued with you, and it is what you love most. Let's put it that way. So, but if that's the case, is there any other, because people say that all the time, that okay, they now find it easier to work with their final decision, which is jewelry for you. So can you now say that you will not be able to diversify later on, maybe from jewelry and go to something else entirely? Is this home for you now? Is jewelry home for you?
I've definitely diversified into so many other things. Like, for example, my product photography, I do it myself. I edit my pictures myself. I write my sales copy myself. I do my styling myself. I do a lot of other things myself. But you see, I don't see myself, at least not for now, diversifying into photography, for example. I enjoy doing it, yes. I do it well, yes. But I don't find myself diversifying because I don't think it will give me so much joy as doing it. It's easy for me to do it for myself. Do you understand? Because somehow
Yeah,
it's intrinsically linked into what
your
I'm
job,
doing during.
you
Do
do.
you understand? But when it comes
Yeah.
to client interface, like doing photography job for a client, I don't think I can cope with that. Do you understand? I
Mm.
mean, the issue of diversification has come. I was telling someone
Hello, Benga. Okay. Oh, okay, even to be to went off. Okay, I guess. Okay, Benga. Okay.
sorry. Yeah. So I was saying that sometimes I'm up till about 5 a.m. What am I doing? I'm searching for creative ideas. I'm searching for inspiration on Pinterest and other platforms. I'm just enjoying exploring different aspects of, you know, my world, which is the art world. But you know, having to having to wake up 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. or even 6 a.m. in the morning for a 9 to 5 job, I wouldn't be able to cope. I'll be sick. Do you know that the times I wake up very early in the morning to meet an appointment or for photo shoot, I'm not always myself. I have headache. I get tired easily. I'm not as productive as I am when, you know, I'm just following my own schedule. So, you know, God had the reason why he wired me that way. So I believe that I'm not wired for a 9 to 5. I've done 9 to 5s before, but you know, the last one that I did, my boss was one who said, you know what, you are one of my most valuable employees here, but I see the passion you have for jewelry, and I think you're better off facing it. That it hurts for me to do this. And I said, no, don't worry. I enjoy writing. I enjoy PR. But eventually, I said, you know what? I've had enough, and I quit. Even though, even till last year, she will tell me things like, I've never found somebody like you before. I've never found a writer as good as you, as thorough as you before. But you know, she just can't be an enemy of progress, asking me to join her
He's a good
again.
boss.
So
He's a
that's
good
it.
boss.
Yeah,
She
she
has to let you fly you and spread your wings. That's fantastic.
is.
I
Definitely.
like the fact that you build round. It's still your business. You just build round it. You understand? So your diversification is not really like you're leaving that lane of business. You're still in the same lane, but you are empowering yourself the more, while also enhancing your own business, because your photo
Exactly.
shoots,
That's
your
the word.
writing and all that, they are also helping your business to become a better brand. Even if you have to create a
Exactly.
niche for those ones, it's still within that jewelry business. That's fantastic. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you for those, those notes. I appreciate that. Okay, Toby is off again. I don't know what's wrong with Zone Network from that end. Okay, let's continue. When he joins, he will share with us. So then I noticed that, okay, so along the line, the early stages when you started this business for you as a young man, like you said, I like that you pointed out you were even in a paid employment, but this fantastic boss of yours had to let you go, even though you were the most valuable staff for her, but she had to, let you go and all that. Oh, so when you now started, was it so beautiful in the beginning for you to start the jewelry business? Didn't you have down moments? Didn't you have moments that you felt, am I not doing the wrong thing? Shouldn't I have stayed in paid employment?
Well, I've never regretted leaving paid employment. And when I was in paid employment, I was doing jewelry by the side. I think when
So,
she recognized that, you know what, there's something special about this guy, and I think you should, you know, when we go for events and then people recognize me, oh, I'm wearing your work, oh, my sister wore your jewelry for a wedding, and then she will look at me like she feels that I'm stifling myself by staying in the paid employment. So there was
mm,
never a regret being an entrepreneur, but there are definitely regrets for mistakes that I made, decisions that I could have taken differently. But rather, right now, I don't see anything as regrets anymore. I don't see them as mistakes. I see them as a learning curve. Do you understand? How
mm,
not to do something, how to do something better. You know, so I'm thinking to myself that, oh, next time, don't do it this way. And then also, my story, my experiences have become a survival guide. So right now, I see myself coaching people, I see myself mentoring people. I'm mentoring them not out of things I read in the book, but out of my own experiences. So they
yes.
don't get to make the same mistakes that I made. And with that, I've become an inspiration for them. I've become an empowering agent, a force for them. So when they think of me, they think, oh, that I will do things better than Gbenga. I won't make the same mistakes that Gbenga because he taught me from his own experience. So it's
Mm.
beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't regret it at all.
Oh, that's fantastic. But you seem like a very finicky person, very meticulous. Are you from childhood
Well,
now?
I have.
Are you the kind of
Well,
brother that they don't sleep on your bed? They don't wear your shoe. Are you that kind of a
you,
brother?
let me tell you the irony about me. Even up till date, I'm only meticulous and patient when it comes to jewelry making. Other aspects, I'm not that meticulous. I can be
Okay.
the most clumsy person that you ever meet. If I have any doubt that this is not my natural assignment, I mean, this is not my divine assignment, or this is not the things that I was made to do.
Mm,
Looking at these indices, I have no doubt anymore. If you
mm,
ask me to, sometimes, okay, let's say Ashwebi now, we're sharing Ashwebi, and they say, oh, cut 3 yards out of this. I'm very clumsy. I can't cut a fabric straight. Do you understand? But when it comes to my job, I'm a perfectionist. Do you understand? So I've not always been meticulous, and in other aspects, I can be very clumsy.
That's cool. That's good to know. So that means so everybody should not look at, because I had, when I saw the jewelry, I was like, so detailed, proper, and like, this kind of guy, would he be the type that they don't sleep on his bed, they don't wear his slippers, everything has to be. That's fantastic. That's good. Thank you, Gbenga. Toby is back on. Hello, Toby.
Yeah, I think I'm back. Which is wizard. It's about to trust
You
me.
think you're back, or
It's
you're
about
back?
to- I think
No,
I'm
it's all
back
good.
because I'm
It's
surprised.
our
My wife,
Nigerian.
I've been moving from one network to another movie. I'm like, okay, just keep your cool, guy. Keep your cool. You'll be fine.
I understand what you're saying. Don't worry, we'll get there. We're
Yeah,
almost there. We'll get there. So share with us.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know Toby was your background story is full. It's so full. You are an handful child. I know that
Yeah,
you are an handful.
yeah.
You were the child that they shout, Toby, sit down here. Toby, where are you going? Toby, come back. So share from you, growing up for you, your background. How was it like for you, Toby?
Okay, my background. Okay, just like I'd say 80% of Lagosians hustling and bustling.
Okay.
You have so much. We have to like struggle to get your place, like in the society. You have to struggle to get your feet. You understand? The puzzle between schools. These days I see kids when they drive their parents drive their kids to school, and I'm like, my own days, they drive you to school. How? You would check. You would check, not just check. You check kilometers. So it was really a very tough one. It was a tough one, but one thing was consistent was that you would always hear the adage when you are going home, going out, roti or more anything one share. Do you understand? So I am actually grateful for that, for those words. There were so many encouraging words just to let you know that, okay, the platform is not really yours. You have to actually strive to position yourself rightly in the society. So for me, I think that was what growing up was like. It was like puzzling, hustling, but in of everything, in and all, I was just very conscious of the fact that there's so much to the future, and you have to deliberately take up the future.
That's awesome. That's cool. That's cool. Thank God for those words. Like they always say, words are like seeds. They have a way of planting
Yeah,
into your heart, deep into your soul. You might see the child does not understand what you're saying, but you're planting a seed, and one way or the other is growing and is germinating. Thank God, you were a fertile land and is growing well. We thank God for that. So share with us,
it's
what
just
would you
so.
have chosen? Why Ashoke? There is Ajire, there is batik, there is other things you could have ventured into, even as you wanted fashion. But why Ashoke? Why not something else? Why not Kente or something? Any other thing? Why Ashoke? Why that part of fashion?
Okay, Ashoke, like I've always said, for me, just like my colleague, Ashoke is divine. It's divine. It was divine. I think it was 2013, 6 months as a strike. I think it was fourth month, and I just had a friend challenge me, tell me, will you just keep sleeping and waking, doing nothing, tangible? And I said, okay, fine. But the good thing I was actually happy for was like I went back to God in prayer. I didn't just jump on the job because I wanted the job. I went back to God
You
in
took
prayer,
time to
and
pray.
yes, and I heard that word expressly. He came and said, Ashoke. Like he came expressly. He said Ashoke. But at that point, I didn't know much about Ashoke. I was just like, Ashoke. The truth is, I heard it, and it was just like, get thee behind me, Satan. I just flipped it behind. I went on. And the thing, it kept ringing, it kept ringing. He said, once has he spoken, twice have I heard. And, it kept ringing. I was like, okay, I think this is it. We need to do something about it. So I sat down, I did my background checks, went online. Okay, thank God I had a Blackberry, I think a boat too. I think both two or cup, I'm not too sure. I went online, did Google, downloaded pictures, got stuff. I spoke with people. I did market research with mom. We went to Daddy Alaja and we do more there. We did comprehensive market research. I got vendors. I got everything. It actually started on the street. But after the idea came, and I knew that I deliberately needed to actually groom myself because I had no idea. Nobody in my family was actually into Ashoke. The closest was mom. She was into fashion, and that was just the closest. for me, Alasooke was divine. But I'm glad that I took it on because trust me, I've seen things. I just keep saying that yes, there's a Yoruba word only mori or the hand of God is in it. So I'm just glad that yes.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So it was divine. No experience, nothing. You had to do research. You had to get to help you.
I actually learned on the job. I learned on the job. I learned from my weavers. I learned from few elder colleagues that had gone ahead of me. I went to them, consulted them to open their doors. Others actually shut it off. I learned on the job. I practically learned on the job, and I'm yeah.
How did you feel? How did you feel when they shut it up? How did they just say no? We can't help you, or how? What happened?
Okay, we live in a very competitive world. People are very competitive.
Yes.
Nobody wants to show you how it's been done. Everybody prefers to go argue, go do things. But the thing is just that I think when they are 60 and they are 70, they fall back and they discover that there's nobody they can call their disciple. There's nobody they can say they actually grew. They have only learned to live with the world, just learn to survive through it. But I'm glad that those that opened the door, at least I still reverend them till today. And I think my friend Gbenga here is actually a very good one. So I remember I visited him in his house back then. I visited him in his house, and he said some things, and it was like, Jashibai. It's a very supportive, and I'm glad. So
yes.
These are people who can always.
I'll say let me don't drop the gun. There are some questions that people ask me off Facebook when I share your works, and they're like, men, but I'll share as we go on. I'll ask you guys later on. So that's fantastic. So it was divine. But you still had to do the work. You still had to do the research. So it's not like
we did it.
You had tomorrow's
I read about it. It was yes. When the idea came, I went online and I found a old PDF, like a PDF, a PhD project, on Alasooke from University of Ibadan. I read, learned of these things. I learned again. Yes, PhD. I was surprised. Yes, I read. Those of them would got lines. I'm sure one of these days I'll try and share the link on my social media. I read it and I was like, sorry, a PhD on Alasooke. That was how I knew about the cities, how they started. And earlier on, Kente is just like another variant of Alasooke. I read that Alasooke is not just even. It's just that because I'm a Yoruba boy, I would think it started from Yoruba. It's beyond Yoruba. Alasooke is like a movement. It's a movement.
I know the Thief tribe. They have the tribe. They have
yes. You go to Cameroon. In short, I think even the houses,
yes,
the houses wear Alasooke. They wear Alasooke, but we really don't know it's Alasooke. If you see the movie, I think Sons of Caliphate, you see that.
Yes,
they wore Alasooke. And if you see the movie Black Panther, I think the chief priest in Black Panther was like an Alasooke priest, kind of. So trust me,
I'll watch that part.
It really it's my calling, so I see differently.
And that's true. I give it to you. That's true. I give it to you. Fantastic. Before we go to the other question, let me quickly ask what Dr. Ebenezer is asking. He said, okay, now this is for the two of you. He said, would you two embrace math algorithms for your design? That's calculations. Do you think it can work for what you guys do?
Well, I for one, I don't like math, so it's a no for me. Maybe I can outtalk it to someone else.
Oluwatobi, how about you?
Okay, for me, I'm actually very open. All things are possible, trust me, because most times, even when we do this job, it's very, very calculative. I worked on a particular job, someone from the East. She's an Igbo princess. She wanted something done and she wanted an inscription. And she brought a print that was done somewhere in China, and she wanted us to translate it in Alasooke. Trust me, it was mathematical. I still have it was as if I was drawing a 4-figure table, kind of like it was mathematical. I was with my weavers telling them, you do 2 inches here, you measure to this place, you do. So trust me, I think it's possible. It's actually possible. We'll just give it more time and embrace more.
You have to motivate Gbenga. You have to be the encourager now. Be
Let me tell you something about Gbenga. About Gbenga, at first he will give you that sign, but trust me, when he catches the fever now, he's even going to bomb. His life is going to bomb faster than mine. So I've learned that over.
I get you.
That's
So,
just to catch the fever, then it's good.
you have been doing it unconsciously. You don't know. You have been calculating.
Yeah, of course,
You know, you
math
have
is
been doing
involved.
that's math. That's math. The
Yeah,
thing is the part of the schooling that we do, which we are hoping that we'll get to change with our children, is that practicals. The practicals we're supposed to do with all these what we learn to implement them.
mhm.
There's a movie I watched, how scientists, mathematicians helped these space people to go into this what do they call them in America? And NASA, yes,
Astronaut.
NASA, into space. The female amongst them was one that put the calculations together. They use those things to apply,
Same figures.
to how they're going to launch, yes, into the space. And these are the things that we are doing unconsciously. You are saying that 2 beads can work in the middle, 4 beads by the right,
Yeah.
4 beads
Oh,
left.
the math is involved.
Maths is evolved, yeah. So it's the application part of it now that we need to, start doing in every area of our life, fashion, in whatever area, whatever career we want to venture into. And I think that's the thin line between the blacks and the Western world. The part of
Yeah.
application of what we learn is different from theirs. They apply what they learn to what they do, and that's why it seems as if they know better than we do. That's the difference.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that Toby said that if it starts with you now, you will blow off. And
It's very mathematical. I think it's just that we've not really been very conscious because all of these things you do measurement, and if you can put it, if you can follow it closely, it becomes a procedure.
Yes.
Others can follow even in our absence. Trust me. I think we've been doing it unconsciously. That's just it. Unconsciously, we've been doing it.
Yes, unconsciously. Yes, you have been doing it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So now let me ask now. There's this question of collaboration between the two of you. I see your industry as one that you can't even afford not to. You can choose to be an engineer, and do your thing. You can choose to be a web designer, do your, what do they call it? Put your data, whatever thing they do in doing web designs, your codes. Sorry, yes, thank you. Before they start yabbing me, your codes and all that. For fashion, even if you get to sew it alone, you get the beauty of your outfit comes with the makeup, comes with the hairdo, comes with the jewelry, comes with all lots of things. Now photography, the editing and all that. So it's one industry that collaboration is very, very hard. I know you guys do it very well together. How has it been for you guys? When did you guys realize that we need to do it? When it now comes to the financial angle of collaboration, how do you guys manage it? You're not talking now.
Gbenga, do you want to go now?
Okay.
Gbenga, do you want to go
Gbenga,
now?
you go ahead. Gbenga, go ahead. Okay.
Okay, collaboration. I've always been a collaborator. I've always enjoyed collaborating. So I never found it challenging. And in the beginning, I'm grateful for, those who, well, let's say in the middle, because it was in the middle I started photo shoots and all. Okay, the beginning, I did amateur collaborations like with friends. Oh, yeah, come and model for me. Oh, yeah, you come and do small makeup on my model's face. Yes. But I started serious collaborations in the middle of the journey. So talking about the financial implications, there was no financial implication in the beginning because people understood it very well, and there were very few of us. There are very few of us doing collaborations at the time. So the makeup artist is open to, oh, I have my studio space, come and do your shoot. Okay, let me just give an example of somebody, Zainab Aziz, ZA Makeovers. So she's a good photographer, she's a good makeup artist, and also everything was set. She had a studio props and all in her makeup space. So all we just needed to do was to get models. In fact, then models were free. We got there for free. We had people even begging us to model.
You guys.
In fact, there was something she and a friend of ours used to do then. They'll go to ShopRite, Ikeja shopping mall, and then they'll just approach any pretty lady. They'll approach any pretty lady that, oh, I'm a makeup artist, show them their work. Would you like to model for me? And then they'll model. People will love it. And then we just private chat or private email, wedding blogs like Bella Ninja weddings and all those ones in their content, so they embraced it. And with that, we got clients, we got other people to collaborate with us. But now it's different. It's a different ball game. Many people are not willing to do anything for free anymore because right now it's all about the Benjamins. Kudi. And then, you know, right now, God has blessed us too. I won't insist that you continue to do it for free. Out of the little that we've been blessed with, we can be a blessing to another person's life. So rather than saying, oh, come and do it for me for free, you know, we can negotiate. Oh, your standard rates are 150,000 something. I'm your colleague. Oh, can I pay 50,000 naira? You know, and everybody is happy at the end of the day, because we are all leveraging on each other's platform and brand influence. Do you understand? Somebody may want to collaborate with me, for example, because they know, oh, my brand is known, my jewelry is good, and then blogs are most likely to feature because of me. I do the same thing with other people. I will collaborate with Toby because I know that Toby always comes out with innovative designs, you know, something fresh and is detailed, is tailoring, you know, unlike many other Alasooke people. They say, oh, Iran Buba, I want something different. I don't want to see just Iran Buba. But Toby is the kind of person that he understands my vision. So he understands that, oh, we want to set trends. Do you understand? So I enjoy working with people like Toby.
That's fantastic. That's good. I like the point that you raised. I like the point of, like, yes, then it was free, but because God has blessed you guys, I like that. That's fantastic, and I appreciate you for that. That God has blessed you guys to some extent that you can also share with these ones too, which is beautiful. Which is what life is all about. You know, that little as if you think it is, can go a long way to bless someone else. And I like the fact that you guys know who understands you, and you just pinch your tent with such person. And of course, it helps both your platforms to grow better. Thank you, Gbenga, for that. I love that. Toby, you were going to add some things to that. Go ahead.
Yes, I actually went on my Instagram page to check the first collaboration I had with Gbenga, and I was like, wow, April 2015. I just saw this picture I posted was April 2015. Okay, for me, when I started out, okay, he started out, you know, I started out on the cash level. My very first shoot I spent money for makeup, I spent money for photography, I spent like, because I spoke with a senior colleague that said, go for collaboration. So I set out, I'm the kind of kilowole shit, you know, I was just all out, I spent. And the thing is, I think the output was fair, but when I met Gbenga and we discussed and we had that shoot, and it was practically free. Then I compared what I spent money on and what I did for free. They were miles apart, over 1,000 miles. So I was like, wow, meeting the right set of people is just going to position you. And since then, trust me, I see myself and Gbenga are just cool. We've just, you know, I think we moved Kidas. I think destination.
I was on your page. I was on your page.
I think
it was so hard for me to separate your jobs. It was really hard. Almost every job that we had, the jewelry was Gbenga. I was trying to pick.
I think we need to go on the destination shoot. I think we are done with Lagos. I think we are done with Lagos now. I think we need to go on because we've had the biggest wedding shoot. We've had so many things. We've done so many projects. We've done avant-garde. We've done the regular ones. We've done casuals. So for me, collaborating with Gbenga is actually easy because it's someone I can always call 24 hours, even 2 hours. Gbenga Alpha, can we do this? Can we do that? And yes, it's fine. And the thing is, I just noticed that because we actually have a sync, it's easier for us to be able to have other people join us. You should trust me. Most times when I want to say I have someone on my team, I will say, okay, I have Gbenga, I have this. Even when I'm not discussing Gbenga, I think people, I have Gbenga.
And I said I wanted something traditional, something African, and I didn't even remember jewelry. I forgot jewelry totally. It was when we got there, and I like, I forgot jewelry. What jewelry should we now use? Should I go and get a costume jewelry on the road? We'll be like, get what? I beg you, just call one of his girls, go to Gbenga's shop, tell him that for me. I said, leave that one. We can always get, Gbenga. That is my person. He knows me. He knows that I will be doing it for a different cause. And I think I appreciate about you guys. You guys know yourselves better. That's awesome. That's awesome. I would like to ask, let me even appreciate Bella Ninja for this. Gbenga mentioned it, and I've seen it myself because they've helped me without knowing me, nothing. All I just sent the mail to them, and I told them that I run an NGO, I support less privileged students. We had a work campaign, and they put it on their platform at nothing. And I think they do a whole lot for others as well. Bella Ninja, job well done to you guys. Is awesome what you do for everyone in the industry, even beyond fashion. Everyone in the industry for companies, they are amazing support. Anybody that needs a support system should call out to them. They're amazing people. And Uche Pedro, massive shout out to you. Says God bless you for what you're doing. Let me ask Toby. I remember you shared one time that there was a time that now coming to the struggles of your brand. There was a time that you, in the early stage of growing your business, you had to carry on your head and trek to do delivery. Those periods, didn't you feel that is this how I'm going to continue as a young man, build a family, raise children? Is this the life? Of this band then? Didn't you have those doubts?
Okay, I never had those doubts. One thing I am thankful for my childhood and everything, and those I was exposed to while growing up, is that I was able to understand that everything is process. It would only get better once you keep up at what you do well. So when it seems as if it's tough and it's a little bit difficult, and because when I started out, I was the manager, I was the staff, I was the secretary, I was the accountant, and but I just knew that if I keep up at this, once I can offer good value to people, there's going to be a breakthrough. So I wasn't looking back. I wasn't relenting. I wasn't feeling weak. I wasn't feeling bothered. Though at some point, I was trying to share something with someone some 2 days ago. And I was like, okay, I remember first day, I think that should be 2013. I was in Daystar to sell mufflers. Alasooke mufflers. I was at the gate, at the beautiful gate, shouting, come and buy my mufflers. Merry Christmas mufflers. Christmas mufflers for sale. And in between, one of our neighbor's daughter back home in Ijegun was approaching. I know this thing about gender, male, female. And I was feeling so shy. I felt like disappearing. But at the end of the day, I just told myself, continue on your hustle, man. This is where money comes from. This is value. And earlier this year, COVID, I saw the same lady in church. And I was happy. I'm now well dressed. I'm no more shouting, come and buy my mufflers. I was walking to the car park to get into my car. So all along, I just understood process. So I wasn't feeling bad at all. Trust me. I think that's one thing I'm grateful for. I understand the law of process. When you keep up at a good job over a period of time, you would have results for it. Yes, it might look as if it's dragging.
Yeah.
Because if you look at our Lord Jesus Christ closely, this time miracle immediately now. He had waitings. He was even at the workshop. So all these things are things I look at that give me strength. I just tell myself, guy, chill. Money is coming. You enter Forbes. Just a little time.
Money has come now.
It's still coming. It's still coming.
Has not come.
The original money, no. The original alert is loading.
Will the alert be broadcasted? Are we going to get the alert on broadcast? We go on broadcast.
The thing is, you feel the vibration. It's like tsunamis. You will feel it.
I like that. Well done, Toby. I like that. So I like the fact that you use that word, which this program is all about, the process. A lot of us, we see the glory, we see the honor, we see the fame, but we forget that people behind this glory are the process that we went through. And a lot of processes are not easy. Just like when you get gold, when you get the raw, the gold from the mine, you know what you do. You have to go through fire. Gbenga will be able to appreciate more of that. Gbenga burns these smells them, they go through the fire, and you have to change them into what you want. And that's what the program is about, letting people know that you're going through this process is for a glorious future, and you must stick to it because there are others who have gone through it and they are doing well, so you can also do the same. Thank you, Toby, for that. Thank you. So Gbenga, let me ask you. You do costume, you do gold, you do all of these things, and in getting these materials, don't you in this industry is a kind of a female, is even for the two of you, not only Gbenga said, is a female dominated industry and all that. Do you ever feel threatened with the female colleagues in the industry, being that they are female and they might get people to easily relate with them? Does it happen?
the truth is that I think we could generalize the jewelry industry because of our knowledge of beaded jewelry. Do you understand? Most the aspect of jewelry making in Nigeria that is female dominated is a beaded jewelry aspect. Do you
Okay.
understand? You don't have so many men there. But if you look at it, all these Baba Lagbede, or what do they call them? Local blacksmiths, they're men.
Yes,
I mean,
they're
I
men.
don't think I've heard of a Mama Lagbede or something. Do you understand? So,
True, true.
men, even internationally, if you see, I mean, people,
Goldsmith.
brands like David Webb and co, they're run by men. Do you understand?
Mm.
Cartier
Yes,
and the rest. So, uh,
true.
bringing it, I just have that mindset that, see, you are in a journey with yourself, not with anybody else. So I really don't care if it's male dominated or female dominated. All I care about is me. Do you understand? How
Mm.
do I thrive in this industry? How do I fulfill purpose in this industry? How do I leave footprint in this industry? That is all
Very
I
true.
care about. So how is going to
Exactly.
happen? It depends on what I see, what I think, my
Mm,
perception, not on
mm,
these women threaten. No. Do you know the beauty of it is that when you see others as partners in progress, when you see them as um, collaborators instead of competitors, it's beautiful.
yeah.
I will
Yes.
mention names. Somebody like
Yeah.
Elisha Jury. Somebody like she's somebody that I relate well with. Somebody like Lagos Jury School. She's somebody I relate well with. You know what now happens? We share ideas. Whenever we're stuck, we can reach out to each other because we complement each other rather than compete with each other. And that's it.
That's good.
Because we all do one or more things better than the others. Do you understand? So, for
Yes.
example, I might be a better salesperson. She might be better with quality assurance or something. So there are times when she might need somebody to uh, teach her digital marketing, for example, or branding or something. I'm there for her. Quality assurance, maybe I'm trying to fix something and it's just not working. I'm trying to polish something, yeah, there is just not working. I can reach out to her. So that way we complement each other in our strength. We complement each other's weaknesses with our strength. Do you understand? So
Mm.
it's beautiful.
Yes.
It's a beautiful world when we
I
don't see
like
each
that.
other as competitors.
I like that word. It's more of collaboration than competition. It's not competition. It should be collaboration so that everybody can, like you said in one word that you used, then it's everybody is happy. At the end, everybody should be happy. Like that. Before I go to Toby, let me I see that you use celebrities. They buy from you a lot. They model for you a lot. How do you do? Because I know a lot of young ones might see this and say, see this celebrity, see this one, see this. They might think it's just like that. You just snapped your finger and became calling. How were you to be able? And I'm sure that it's because they've tested your brand and they can trust you to that extent to stand in for you and speak for you. So how were you able to build that trust? In quotes, with these celebrities, because they have choices, they have loads of choices, but they choose to stay with your brand. Why? How?
You said it all. You have to build a brand founded on integrity. Do you understand? Nobody is going to reach out to you or accept to do anything with you if you're a controversial brand. If you're the brand that is always being called out, if you're the brand that is known for disappointment, nobody is going to. So first of all, before you think of blowing or collaborating with any celebrity, you have to work on your brand. You have to work
Mm,
on yourself. If you're a controversial figure, unfortunately, I can't mention names. We're on a live show, but if certain individuals are known to be the brain behind some of the most popular brands, the day we discover that, we're going to disassociate ourselves from that brand. So you must work on yourself because you yourself, you're a brand. There's the professional brand and then there's the personal brand. So you must work on the two. Number three, approaching them. You have to bring value to the table. If you're not bringing value to them, they're not going to do a show free for you. They're not going to do things for you out of sympathy. So
mm,
some of these people, I never had any relationship with them before I put them to collaborate with them for a shoot. I never had any. But two things: humility. then you have to treat them with respect, and then they're going to reciprocate, because if you approach them with a sense of entitlement, they're going to sense it and they will ward you off. But if you approach
True.
them in humility, and then they sense that you're somebody who has something to offer them. I'll just give a beautiful example. Tools, when I collaborated with Tools, she knew of me. There's a difference between knowing of somebody and knowing somebody. She knew of me,
Yes.
and I knew of her before we eventually met. I know she's Tools. That's it. She knows I'm Gbenga Artsmith. That's it.
Mm.
But when I approached her, I said, okay, and this is somebody, she has been quiet. She had a miscarriage at first, then she eventually had a baby, and of course she had to be quiet, keep to herself, be
Yeah.
private and all.
Best
But
decision. Best.
I realized that she was beginning to come out of her shell bit by bit, and I saw an opportunity in that. I said, okay, now you are a mother, in the Yoruba context, and in the Nigerian context, people will say, oh, your lifestyle will change, your dressing will change, and all that. And I reached out to her that, you know what, let me show you, let me show your life as a new person. Do you understand? As a mother, let people see you in a different light. So right now, people are used to seeing you with exposing your cleavage a bit, clinging outfit and all. Let them see you as a beautiful Yoruba woman, just like it was on your wedding day. So I put that, and then we did it. We released the pictures on our, I
It was
think that was our
beautiful.
37th birthday, and then
It
it
was
went viral.
beautiful.
It
Yeah, it
worked
was
for
beautiful.
both of us, because people were happy to see her in a different way. Do you understand? People
Yes.
were happy to see her in something different from the fashion they knew her to always reflect. So they're glad to see her in Ashoke. So it was a case of, look at Tuzo, and she's a beautiful Yoruba woman. So that was the value I had to offer, and then she embraced it. So it was her first official photo shoot after she had a child. It was the first time that she was going to
Which
do
is
anything.
very huge for women. It's very huge for women because
Do you
a lot of
understand?
women
It was
still have,
special for her.
this body shaming and all that, still trying
Yeah.
to look out to the new life and sleepless nights and all that. But she came out beautiful. Thank you. You're always passionate about women, and I appreciate you for that.
It's important.
I, I, was mommy? I mean, is mommy still alive? Mommy still alive?
Oh yes, she is. She is very
Is still
much
alive.
alive.
Were you closer
Yeah.
more to her, daddy?
What?
Are you closer
I
more
didn't.
to her or your dad?
I was close to. We're all close to both of them. So I don't think. It's a question that I had to think deeply. Maybe if I'm a bit closer to any one of them, it's only by a teeny weensy bit. Do you understand? It's not a major difference.
Because I
We're
like
all
that
close.
you always have women. Though I understand your brand is actually for, like you said, it's 5% of women, but beyond that, you always have this special attention, to the women folks. And I see the angle that you even I was not even looking at it in that angle. See the angle you came on from being a CC to now a mommy too. So
Yeah.
we need to see that fantastic idea. That's beautiful. That's deep. When we're watching your video, my husband too said the same thing when he saw the campaign for cancer that you did. He said, how can a jewelry person think that direction? To promote cancer awareness, buy 50%, pay 50% of whatever purchase. Fantastic, beautiful ideas. Truly, this is you. This is where you should stay. I pray that God will continue to strengthen you, Gbenga. Well done, well done. Now let's go to Toby. Because I've done one or two things with you when it comes to. Okay, meanwhile, can I say this? I like one of your friends reach out to me. I said thank you to him for posting, about this interview. And he said that, man, thank you for inviting my friend. I said, I didn't invite your friend, I invited his brand. I invited Ceomania because his works speak for him. And I like the fact that he said something. He said that I am 100% sure that you did not invite him because you know him. You invited him because he has been diligent with his work. Hey, that got me. So amazing friends, I can tell. That was fantastic for me. That it's about
My
the journey.
friend.
I'm very, very, very proud of you. That a friend of yours could say that. So it's all about the job right now. It's not about the person. I've not even spoken to Gbenga like this. The first and only last time I spoke with him, I wanted to buy this jewelry. And I just called to confirm if it was still available on sales. Since then, nothing. So it's just about the brand and work that you guys have been doing. So Toby, have you had customers, you know what I mean, like us, that stress you, that tell you, no, that's okay, what is too heavy? I can't wear this. The colors are not bright enough. Whether bridal, whether birthday, customers are, those customers that give you hope, bass, you try and smile and they still keep giving and all that. How do you manage such customers?
Okay. First, okay. I think another thing that I came in with into the industry is the fact that it's not about you, Toby. You're out to serve. So when people come to you, until you understand them, until you let them drive home their point, you can't say yes. I want to start serving you. So at first, yes, it's okay.
Okay, I can hear you now.
At times it's tough. At times it's okay. At times it's tough. At times, trust me, I have to learn to be like, oh my God, how do we go at this point? But one thing I understand is, once I can give the color game, all I sit down back with, oh sorry, I almost dropped my phone. So all I sit down with, like, okay, so how do we translate this thing into reality? So over time, when they come in, I take my papers, I take my pen, I jot down the stuffs. I just want, then at the end of the day, and I'm like, okay, so in all of this, what exactly are you out for? What exactly? Because trust me, one thing I've learned is clients will give you like 1,000 to do for one job. Once they are done, just ask them which one is paramount in all of this. Then just one word, you connect everything and you're good to move. So yes, there are color things. You see tangerine red, purple, this COVID green, blackberry white and everything. There are quite a number of colors. When the other say, okay, sorry, man, let me bring you a swatch. So I bring a swatch. I'll be like, okay, is this it? They say yes. Okay, at times you see people, funny people, they bring their belt, they bring their bag, they bring different things just to match colors. Then I tell you, okay, this was printed in China. This is what is obtainable in Alasooke in our country. This is closer. So I try to reason with them. So once they can see you're being sincere, I was talking to a client last week and he said, I like your sincerity. I don't need to raise your hope. I'll break it down. Ma, this is obtainable. This I'll give a try. This I can promise. This we will work on. And trust me, it is well. So I think over time I've just been able to learn on how to deal with them, and I think we are doing well. We are doing fine.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great. Because I know customer service is very, very key for product business. It's very, very, even for service, but a little product, because service you can try and see a way of doing it back. But for product, if you've spent money to build it, put it together, and when it is bad, not acceptable, is not acceptable, you have to go all again and do it again. Find a way to to comfort the client with an change or an added value or something. Like Gbenga said, bringing value to the table to this client is very, very key. It's not about you trying to solicit for pity or anything. You must show that you know what you're doing by adding value, and they must see it too as well, that you have value. I like that. Thank you. I like the fact that you're coping well because it's a journey that is continuous. It's a journey that has no end. Okay, let's go back to your individual guys. How do you guys relax? Gbenga, what do you do? How do you have fun? Okay, let me ask that before I go to the next question. How do you have fun?
Well, fun is integrated into everything that I do. I have fun with my job. I have fun interacting with clients, but because my clients end up becoming my friends. Some of them even just message me and then we're chatting. So it's fun for me. And then we're discussing stones, colors, jewelry trends, and also that helps me relax. What stresses me out is customers from L. Let me just say that. Otherwise, I'm fine. Otherwise, I'm fine.
Yeah, you seem like a very blunt person. You're very blunt.
I make it say, So otherwise, I just have fun with commenting on people's posts, reading funny things, watching funny videos, eating out, having family time with my folks. So many other things. But I'm not really the outgoing type, even though I seem like
Do you
such.
read books?
If
Are
I
you a book person? Do you read books?
Yeah, I do occasionally. I'll be honest, because I'll just complain about my poor reading culture to someone, and she was like, "Ah, no, if you go and get, do you use your phone more?" She said, "Oh, go and get audiobooks." So I'm trying to get into that habit of,
Yes, someone told me that too,
listening
and
to
it works well
audiobooks.
for her. Yeah. She reads faster
Yeah,
with audiobook. For those that want to read but they don't find it fun, you can try that. Audiobooks is fantastic, especially when the
so
voice over person is a sweet voice person.
fantastic,
Before you
exactly.
know, you finish the book in a few days. You are done. It's true. It works great. It works great. Yes, it's true. So now let me ask you, what's happening? Because we need to see what your bride is going to wear. Do we expect
Just
something soon after this COVID?
of course, the time will come, but for now, we're still on in this space. So when it happens, it happens.
Yes.
Like
What place are we now? Which place?
I like something that I stumbled on the internet. The person said somebody asked him that when I get married, and he replied on my wedding day. So I would like to reply the same way. I'm getting married on my wedding day.
No, that's fine. In fact, I'm just looking forward to what your bride is going to wear, what jewelry she's going to wear. I can't wait to
But
say it. I can't
but
wait
funny
to
enough,
say it.
it's going to be a very intimate affair because I don't enjoy being the center of attention. Do you understand? All this dance, I don't dance. So all this dance now, kumole, I don't like that attention. So I would like, if I, the perfect time to get married would have been this COVID period because it's just a small crowd, 20 to 50
Yes.
people, and you're done. Do you understand? But
But you're not a shy
let's see
person
how
now,
it
Gbenga.
goes.
You're not a shy
I
person.
am. I am
Are you
actually,
sure?
but yes, by now to put up a facade so you don't think I'm shy. I'm actually shy, but my kind of shyness doesn't tend
my
towards anxiety.
my
Like I'm
colleague,
shaking in my body.
my colleague is shy except his mouth.
You shy where?
You,
My colleague is shy except his mouth. Except his mouth.
Except his
okay,
mouth.
can you
His
imagine
mouth
that?
is the only thing I just.
You guys anyway.
But if I'm if
God,
I'm
it's
if I'm
very good.
comfortable, if I'm comfortable with people, I'm not shy. But if I sense, so I'm very, very perceptive and hypersensitive. So once I'm in a circle where people don't like me or they are just trying to tolerate me or they don't even tolerate me, I sense the vibe and then I feel unwelcome. I get out of there. So in those gatherings, I'm shy. Love is a vibe. You feel it. Do you understand? When you
Yeah.
feel love, even when they're not saying anything or they're not showing you it, you feel accepted in that circle. So I'm shy, except I'm in
Okay.
the
Okay.
midst of those
No
that
problem. But sometimes love is the choice as well too. It's the choice. You choose whose vibes you want to stay with. You choose whose vibes you want
exactly,
to run away from. So it's fine. It's okay.
exactly.
So to be say we should not call you Oluwatobi Loba, abi.
My name
No,
is
you said we should
Oluwatobi.
do calling.
So we should not call you Oluwatobi Loba.
Yes, but just my name is Oluwatobi for short. Oluwatobi.
It's Oluwatobi. Okay, fine. It's all good. So how's it been? You blew our minds away on your wedding day with your traditional outfit. It was beautiful. It was
Thank
fantastically
you.
fantabulously. Let me borrow that word from what's that man's name? From Macaroni or what's his name? It
Macaroni.
was fantabulously beautiful
Fantabulous.
outfit. You and your wife were looking amazing. This is what you
Thank
guys
you.
get to
Thank you.
enjoy in your industry. You get to create, what you do for others for yourself.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it was fantastic. How did you feel? How did you feel when your brand, on a very special day for you? How did you feel?
Okay. The thing was, I felt very special. The thing about my outfit is, I think both outfits were ready. Like, okay, for mine was ready 6 months before my wedding. Hers came in like say
How many?
say
Wait,
some 3 months,
months?
6 months. Yes, I got married in
A
Can you
good way
November.
to get
imagine?
I
by.
think
Oh,
I got
right.
married in November. I think my I think my clothes was ready like March. I think March. I think March or
Wow.
April. Yes, I
Wow.
don't rush things. I don't rush things. I try not to rush things. I like being ahead of the game. I don't like rushing things. So I took my time. In fact, all the thing was all of my staff vendors worked on the clothes without knowing it was my wedding clothes. Nobody knew.
Wow. I like
So
that. I like that suspense. I like that
I
suspense.
didn't do any rebates. I paid for the normal process. I engaged them normally. I did everything normally. I didn't want them feeling so anxious, and I didn't want to be paranoid that when they do anything wrong, I will react where I should not react.
Yeah.
Just in my clothes. You understand? So I just took my time, did everything. So it was fine. For me, wearing my outfit on my event, I felt so special. Like I felt so special. Like finally, all you guys gone. I felt so special. Like trust me, I can't explain it. I'm sure when Gbenga gets there, you understand. I don't even know. Maybe
Yes.
Gbenga will use like 10 beats. Maybe
I
like
don't trust
as
you,
well.
Gbenga.
Trust me.
People are standing you already. I don't trust him. Oh.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
going to say that
I
everyone
felt
as
so
well.
special.
oh,
No,
that's beautiful. So
I
let's
honestly, I
round up
know
now.
you. I know. I
Well,
know.
we'll keep talking. Now, even me, I can gist for Africa, so we'll keep talking. So let's round up. I can hear you guys say God, divine. I heard from God. I did this. So how have you been able? You're in a very, will I use the word volatile, or let me say sensitive industry, that you are open to a lot of things. Some of your customers will want you to come and grace the occasion, you know, a whole lot of things. And you could feel unconsciously, you could feel that it's your work, you know, giving you these opportunities, opening these doors for you. How do you stay connected to your source? Okay,
Okay.
let's go with
On
Toby.
that. Okay. Okay. On that, I think one thing again about the teachings we hear is just let us understand that business is like a ministry, and if you run a ministry, that means you are drawing source from a particular point or a particular person. Once you don't go back, you are disconnected, you are disengaged. So for me, that has become like it's like something I run with. So even when you do, you still go back to God. Okay, I have something coming up next week. Started planning some 3 days ago, and the thing just told me you can. I said
Hmm.
I can, and I set out, and I just made like 5 calls. It was looking so impossible. This is something I tried in times past. I spent a month. It didn't go through. In 10 minutes, I connected all the dots. I was like, God, that is you. Like that is you. It's just knowing that it's not by might, it's not by power. You just need to go back to the source because everybody's drawing energy or strength from somewhere. So if you
True,
don't
true.
join them, they will just they're just gonna it's as if they're gonna trample on you. So and now the thing is we have an high priest that understands our infirmities, understands our stress, our anxieties, our emotions and everything. So trust me,
Mm.
would always go back to God. If you come into my studio, one thing I tell my staff is no secular songs, no secular. Just keep connected. In fact, at some point before they say I open a church, I make them pray every morning. I make them pray every morning. There's always say, are you going to open a church? I said, it's not like that. I just trying to. You understand? Trust me. It's just God. Because when I look at my life, office, house, church, it's
Mm.
square. It's a square thing. So trust me, it's just God. I'm glad we are
Good
still
to
here.
know.
We are
Good
standing.
to know. Thank you to be. And I pray that God will keep
Yeah.
you connected always in Jesus' name. So, Benga, how has it been?
Amen.
For you, Benga?
Well, I've been through so many things not to hold on to God. And I always tell people, especially Christians, that business is spiritual. You can't do it in yourself. The Bible says that the secrets of the Lord are with those that fear Him. And you see,
Mm.
these secrets are not just secrets that are useful within the kingdom, even in the secular world. God will always tell you, it will always prompt you in the right direction, even though your human sense can't comprehend it, that why you asking
Yeah,
me to do this, why you asking me to do that, but eventually you understand and you'll be grateful for it. I think
sure.
for every believer that is an entrepreneur, the moment you embrace the fact that you are insufficient in yourself, you will realize
Mm.
that God is inevitable to you. Do you
Sure.
understand?
Sure.
Following God, following the leading of the Holy Spirit becomes inevitable to you when you know that your human capability and all has a limit, but God is the only one that is limitless. I've been in situations whereby the best of my strategies, the best of my methods, I mean, things that have worked so well for me in the past, they failed to work anymore. At
Mm.
that point, I realized that nobody else could help me from God. So if I've gone through that so many times, why would I suddenly wake up one night and say, "Oh, you know what? I would just want to be reliant on myself"? No. So business is spiritual, and you need to understand it. Do you know that? And I've trained my employees to do the same. That you can't just take any job. Be sensitive. I don't take, if you tell me that you're giving me somebody, I wish he was online now. Toby knows the person I'm talking about. Kike, I said, see, not just any job is mine. She was telling me that this was something that happened a few months ago. This woman is wealthy. She didn't have any issue with you. She's pleasant. She's that. She placed a lot of orders from her. I said, no, I'm not going to take this job. Do you understand? Because I just sensed she was trouble and it will not end well. So many other cases like that. Only God knows what. I mean, I've taken jobs. I took a job of 15,000 and I almost ended in EFCC net. That's a story for another day. I've taken a job. I'm telling you, oh yes. Because when I did the job, he was arguing with me that no, that wasn't champagne gold I used, that was rusty gold. I said it's champagne gold. I put the picture under the sun in different with different lighting. She said no. At the end of it, she said I should refund. I said, I cannot refund you because I gave you exactly what you wanted. The next thing I heard from EFCC. So apparently she had some sort of connection with EFCC. So they contacted the branch where my account was domiciled. Luckily, I'm a good person to, I dare say, to everyone. Do you understand? So the branch manager stood in for me and stood his ground, said, Gbenga, that I know is not into anything shady. The HOP then too happened to know me and said, he called me. That one, he just asked me a straightforward question. Who did you get into a disagreement with? I said nobody, but later I clicked. I was this woman. He said definitely it's this woman. Gbenga, refund this money. Do you know that they're supposed to pick me up like 2 days after? I didn't hear from the woman again. They didn't hear from EFCC again because EFCC demanded that they should release the statement of my account. So business is spiritual. You can't afford to get into just anything. You can't afford to get into just any kind of collaboration or agreement with people because your association can bless you or curse you.
True. Wow, that was deep, Gbenga. Wow. I was shocked. 15K job. Can you imagine? Wow, I'm
2
shocked.
years ago, one reported us to Area F now. We had to go and sort it out at Area F. And that job, if I was the one who took it, it was one of my supervisors that took the job. If I was the one, when I said the woman, I said, this woman is trouble. So it was then one of my supervisors called me aside that I should pretend that I am not the Gbenga Artsmith, that if she knows I'm the one, she's going to foment more trouble. So I saw her and I said, this woman, so I was still sending her a message that, Taiwo, make sure that you do not take any job from this person. He said, Mr. Gbenga, please come outside. So I went outside and she was telling me that we're already in trouble with this lady, blah, blah, blah. She was making sure. I won't go into details of what happened, but eventually we had to sort out the issue at the police station.
I even like the fact that you just nailed it. That example was the perfect example to nail why businesses are spiritual and not physical like a lot of us think it is. And I like what Obitu said, that is a ministry. You are connecting, people. You are connecting from the source, and you are also giving back to people. And you must stay in tune all the time, even for your creatives. Thank you so much, guys. Like I can see Toby's wife here. Wumi saying hello. Elena also. Toby. We Wumi all the way. Massive thank you to you for supporting this young man and making his life beautiful just the way he is making yours beautiful too. I appreciate you both. Well done, Wumi. We are sending love and kisses to you all the way. Thank you. Hope very soon we'll do same to Gbenga too. We'll be sending love and kisses to Mrs. Dada all the way. Thank you so much, guys. It's been amazing. Round up, but I'm really enjoying myself on the show, and it's been awesome. This young gentleman making us proud all over the world. Gbenga has been in the London Week of Fashion, Paris Week of Fashion. Am I right?
Fashion
and
week.
all that. Fashion. Thank you. You've had you on African Voices. He has been on BBC. You've had numerous interviews, numerous awards, and nothing but massive. Well done to you guys. We are proud of you guys. We are so proud that we have young men that have their heads on their shoulders. They are not in the Yahoo section. They are making us proud. Their hands and their brains are, representing Nigeria all over the world. You can't tell what I know. You guys know, like your works are going everywhere. People are wearing your outfits beyond the shores of this country. And that is the image we want to portray of this country, that we have young men who are not siphoning people's money to make wealth for themselves, but they are doing their own work, you know, are showing. And that's why I had to keep showing your pictures, just to encourage the younger ones that you can be whoever you want to be. Like we see on the show, the day you wake up, your dreams is your morning. No matter the age, no matter the class, as long as you are woken up, you know, you are alive, and you say, this is my dream, you go for it. If Gbenga can do it, if Toby can do it, you can do it as well. Massive thank you to you guys for honoring my invitation. Thank you, Gbenga. Thank you, Toby. I feel honored. I feel, you know, because I'm sure the next interviews I will need to sign for, you know, to call you guys on board. It's a privilege having you guys. Thank you so much. Do you have your last words as I let you off the studio? Do you have your last words to share? Toby?
Okay, last words. Okay, things to look forward to. Look forward to more of beautiful collections from Alasooke. Things we'll do with Alasooke, made from Alasooke. Beautiful things. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a plane very soon with Alasooke.
Slippers. He just gave us one, you know, he just gave a gift out to one of our quiz winner for the week. Beautiful Oba slippers, and was lovely, all made from Alasooke. See, your creativity is just mind-blowing. Well done, guys. And Gbenga, how's your journey? The Aquila, the Aquila things. Those jewelry Aquila things, they are so lovely, so lovely. Thank you, guys. And that's what Gbenga.
Well, in whatever you do, just make sure you keep giving little, no matter how little, just keep giving into that endeavor. It's going to grow. And I tell you, that little is going to make a difference. Just be consistent with it. As I say, little drops makes an ocean. So every day, wake up, do something. Every day, wake up, put a drop into the bucket. One day is going to be full.
Fantastic, yes, and that's a beautiful way to end the show. Thank you, Gbenga. Thank you, Toby. Have a wonderful evening. You guys after the show too. Thank you so much. I had fun on the show, and I hope you had fun too. We'll get to talk after now. Thank you guys. Bye, Gbenga. Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much, everyone that came online. It's been beautiful having Gbenga Ayo-Dada and Oluwatobi. He said we should not put it up. It's Oluwatobi Ogundele, the CEO of Ceomania Alasooke and the ED of Owanbe Community, makers of Oba slippers and sandals, Ponle Clothing. These young men are making us proud. We should encourage them. Please patronize Nigerians. Gbenga Artsmith work amazing. They are beautiful. Why do you go all the way to Dubai? Why do you go all the way to America? Well, we have great young men. These are the men that we should support. These are young men. They're still in their early 30s and they're amazing. And I think we should, in every way, support what they do, support their brands. Let's push our own thing. Let's push Nigeria. This is us. Let's do it us. Let's do it our own way, in our own style, in our own fashion. I'm repping the brand Ceomania Alasooke. That's my the Alasooke. I'm wearing an Alasooke outfit and it's so comfortable. I'm wearing a Ceomania outfit and I have Gbenga's jewelry on my neck. I bought them. They didn't give me for free. So I don't think there was dash. I bought it. Benny. I am trying to support in my own little way as well. And you should do the same. Thank you guys for coming online. Please, if you can't get to watch, please subscribe to my YouTube page so that you can watch other videos as well. Aderonke Onikbede. Subscribe, like, and comment, on the videos I like. Share with me the videos that you've enjoyed so much in this season. We'll soon round up on the season. And I hope you had fun like I do. Please, anytime you wake up to your dreams, run with it, because that is your money. Stay safe, stay connected, and stay in Christ. God bless you. Have a fantastic evening. See you next week. I have a fantastic guest. We'll see you by then. Bye.